right, what's up, y'all? Wait, can y'all hear me? What's up, y'all? So, I was reflecting on how far I've come on my travel journey, and yo, I'm like 70% complete with my journey. I was just like coloring the spaces and I was just reflecting. So, I wanted to make a video on like some of the things that I learned along my journey, okay? So first of all, the first question that came up was like, what? Okay, so what did you learn on your journey? So I learned to have fun, like on our journey. Like we always have goals. We're gonna have goals and we're gonna have plans, but it's so important to schedule fun and rest in those goals and in those plans. So, for example, with me and traveling, in the beginning, I was so hyper focused on how I was gonna survive and like where I was gonna go and what I was doing, and I was just kind of like trucking through through the states without like consciously. I mean, without slowing down, without slowing down to see how far I'm going and to see how I'm feeling and to just have a little fun. I won't dismiss that I did have fun in certain spaces by spending time with people and or spending time with myself as well, but it was very hyper focused on survival, okay? The positive side to that is I was able to reflect on how I've been in survival mode all my life. But also the positive side to that was that I reflected what survival mode meant to me and how I can accept that, release that, surrender that, and learn to move forward. Okay? So that's like one thing I learned during my travel journey. So, number two, another thing I learned during my travel journey is that we're gonna have a set goal and we're gonna have a set plan, but we have to plan for like the unknown and the detours or the setbacks. And of course, we know what that means is like we can plan things accordingly down to the T, which is what I love to do, down to the last second, down to the last location, down to the last blah, blah, blah. But sometimes it's not always going to go as planned. It's not always going to go according to what you wanted it to be. So make sure that you are being flexible and that you are being compassionate with yourself during that moment. Because in those moments where a lot of things just came out of nowhere or my plan kind of shifted, I was being very hard on myself, and instead of thinking of a positive solution, I was just kind of like giving up and just being stuck in my head and anxious or depressed about it. Which a positive side to that is that I was reflecting on my patterns and behaviors of when something is not working out in the way I think it's going to work out or the way I wanted it to work out. I would just kind of sabotage or just kind of throw the plan away momentarily. Another positive side to that is that before I would just abandon my plan or abandon my goals or what I'm doing, and now at least like I throw it out the window and then I kind of go and like pick it back up like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? And some people call that like bipolar, some people call that like you're confused, you don't know what you're doing, and I just call that fucking being a human being and having a motherfucking moment and figuring it out. Nobody gave me a motherfucking book to this, okay? And this has literally been like a in good faith. This has literally been in a how am I gonna do it? Why is this happening? This is a literally in good faith. I made a necklace saying in good faith to remind me, and then I have the rainbow here for the rainbow bridge supporting me. But yeah, nobody that I know has done this before, and I see people out there who are traveling and doing their thing, but they either have a vehicle, they have a camper, or they're going to places. And it's my first year, so I'm not gonna shame myself and be like, oh, you could have done it this way or that way, or you could have like signed up with other people, or you could have went to farms and shit like that, blah blah blah. It was my first year, So I'm so proud of myself because I am starting to be gentle with myself. And that would be the third thing that I learned while traveling throughout the country, is to definitely be gentle with yourself and kind with yourself, especially when you're doing something that you've never done before, especially when you're doing something that you were afraid to do, especially when you're doing something that requires you to take a leap of faith, especially when you're doing something that nobody around you, nobody you know has ever done it before. Like, that's pretty freaking cool, okay? That's pretty freaking cool. So that brings me into my next, what did I learn? Being gentle and kind with myself. And in the moment, when you're like frustrated and you're upset or things are not going your way or not going to plan, you are going to be frustrated. You are going to be upset. You are going to be throwing bitch fits. You are going to be like, fuck this. What am I doing? I'm going to throw in the towel. And I think that's fine, because normally people shame and demonize that, especially in the spiritual community. They're like, oh, you're low vibe. You gotta go and like sit and go meditate. Fucking suck my fucking toe, bitch. What the fuck? I'm still a human being, and God gave me all of. Oh my God, YouTube, I am so sorry. This is probably why I'm not on TikTok right now, Chelsea. Aggression. But no, for real though, can we talk about it? Like, God gave us all these emotions for a reason. What it is that we need to learn is emotional intelligence and emotional balance, aka emotional intelligence. So for me to be frustrated with myself, give that a couple of minutes to click in, and then turn the fuck around and be like, oh, all right, it's not that bad. We're okay. We're safe. We can still move forward. That's emotional intelligence. And it's not going to be perfect. You're going to like throw a bitch fit and throw a bitch fit and throw a bitch fit until you start to learn to respect yourself and be gentle with yourself in that process, okay? So that's what I have for y'all in regards to like things that I learned throughout the journey. Is literally have fun. Make sure you're making sure you're scheduling in time for fun and or rest, especially if you're traveling and you're just constantly on the go. Make sure you're resting, recuperating your body, recuperating your mind, and just having fun. Even if it's something as simple as going to a small park and just being outside in nature, that's so beautiful. And or if it's something larger, like experiencing a state monument, or geographical location or historical location, whatever the case is, museums, stuff like that. That's what I like doing. Or going to restaurants and trying new foods, etc. Definitely schedule that in. And then Number two, be flexible and be moldable, because things will have to change, or there will be things that are unexpected that come up, and you're going to have to adjust with that. And number three, being appreciative to yourself, acknowledging how far you come. Like, I have been acknowledging how far I've come throughout this journey, and it's been so beautiful, but has yet to click in. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you actually left your job, left your family, left your home, left society, left the matrix, basically, bitch. You left the matrix, and you've been moving throughout this planet. And that's something you've been wanting to do since you first came to Turtle Island. Ooh, if you don't know that, you better look it up. Okay? But that's what you've been wanting to do before you came to Turtle Island, and now you're actually doing it. So it's like barely starting to sink in. And as I was sitting here, I was like, I'm almost done with this journey. What did I do? And I'm like, you did a lot. You trusted yourself. And through that self-doubt, you learned to trust yourself. You took a leap of faith within yourself. And when you didn't want to leap, you leaped anyway. Or you allowed yourself grace and time to be fearful of the leap, but then you did it anyway. You trusted yourself. You trusted the divine. You trusted God. These are things that I never done before. These are things that I struggled with before. These are things that nobody taught us about. So we didn't think it was important to have, to be, to do. Okay? And then I was telling myself, like, this is just the fucking beginning. Like, this ain't shit. Because I'm like, well, what did I do? Like, half of the journey I was stressing and pressing on how to get by. The other half I was just like, you know what I mean, in environments where I felt like I could have moved forward sooner and done more, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no, this was more of a spiritual and a mental, internal leap of faith, internal work. That way, going forward, when we actually start this travel, it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy breezy, but it's going to be easy breezy with confidence. And when these unexpected stuff come up, or when we're not having fun, blah, 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 we're going to be like, hey, blah, 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 you better go and, so in regards to the journey, whether you're traveling, whether you're going through your spiritual journey, whether you're going through your healing journey, whether you're just working to change yourself in general, at home, personally, within yourself, publicly, sharing it with other people's, whatever it is, have fun with it. Make sure to rest up and take breaks. Enjoy your journey. Prepare and expect some turns and some twists and some road bumps. And just acknowledge how far you've come and be gentle with yourself throughout that process. To close, I wanted y'all to see, like, when I wrote this, when I first decided to go on this journey and I wrote the map out, I was asking my guys, like, how am I supposed to do this? Like, how am I going to survive? Like, who's going to be with me? Like, why am I doing this? What's happening? Blah, 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 blah. The guides were like, in good faith. You would travel the nations in good faith. And then my guides were even like, get in the back seat. And then also they were like, enjoy your journey on the way to your destination. Because a lot of times we're just zooming to the destination, which was what I was doing more than halfway through. I've just been zooming to the end destination. And it's like, enjoy the journey. Like I said again, it doesn't matter if it's something small as just embracing the nature of this new location you're in, and or doing something broader, something bigger. But also, the last thing my guides shared with me is like, you don't need to see the whole path in order for you to take the path. And I know a lot of us are so used to like, well, we want to know if this is going to work out financially. We want to make sure that we're safe. We want to make sure this is a healthy choice for ourselves and our family. We want to make sure this will be good for the future. And the guides are like, that's all fine and that's understandable for us to want to make sure and to know. But there's just some things that we're going to have to take a leap of faith on. And it literally says, like, you do not have to see the whole path to start taking the path. As long as you agree with yourself, your highest self, Mother God, Jesus, your ancestors, your soul village, your spirit village, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and you agree with them, like, I'm going to trust myself, and I trust that y'all got my back. Take me to the first step, take me to the second step, third, moving forward. Then you're good. And this is not for the weak of heart. This is not an easy fit. For you not to know where you're going to go, how you're going to get by, how you're going to pay for things, who's going to be around, what are you going to be, for you not to know and surrender that knowing and oh my God, truly be in the present moment it's a gift. It's a gift. So I hope this shared some encouragement with y'all. I'm going to close so the video is not too long for us. But I did want to share some symbols of encouragement from my symbols book. And as always, we got the pink feather, y'all. I always pull the pink feather. I don't know if it's because these stickers pop out the page. But anyway, we got the pink feather. And we know the pink feather represents love from heaven. But it says, the pink feather represents appreciation and love from the universe. Stay positive and keep your head up. This is from the universe. You are going through a heart space healing and an energetic healing, so be very patient and kind with yourself through this time. You're also going through a moment where you're learning to love yourself again. So I've definitely been learning, like, I'm not going to wait for anyone to go travel with me. I'm not going to wait for anyone to understand my plan and my journey. I'm not going to wait for anybody to support me, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do it, and we're trusting God is here with us. Our ancestors are here with us. We're trusting all our experiences this far, so that's that. There's a channeled song here, Fighting For Me by Riley Clemens. So we got that. And then the next channeled symbol is angel number 222. And I love this because I literally was speaking to a woman last night at the transportation center, and I was letting her know that, like, Oshun was with her, and she's conscious and she's open to spirituality, but she's very comfortable with Jesus, which is understandable because that's how I was too. But I feel like her ancestors are now starting to encourage her to open up to that space. But she was asking, what does angel number 22 mean? Because her son passed away or whatever, it added up to 22, or the 22nd was the day he passed away or whatnot. I was letting her know it's time for her to share her testimony, it's time for her to share her story, etc., etc. But it was so funny because I got this again 22. And then when I was in the transport on my way here, the seatbelt signs literally, like from far away, it shaped into a 2. So it was like 22, and then the other seat was 22. So 22 master number individually, 22 is a master number, but also 22, 22, that's a double sign, a double confirmation. So we're going to read what angel number 22, 22 means. Good things are on the way for you. Have faith. Have the faith to trust your guardian angels. This is a sign of hope, love, and companionship. Your angels are watching over you and guiding you to a space that is best for you. Keep positive. All is well. So the angels are basically saying, like, good things are coming in. Trust and have faith in the angels. The angels are doing stuff for us in the background we're not even aware of. We're not even aware of how many angels we have. We're not even aware of how the angels support us on a daily basis. And, like, this is a sign of love, hope, and companionship. Letting the angels letting you know we love you, we believe in you, and we're here for you. You're not alone in this. So that's what we got there. And then lastly, to close, we have Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. And it says, but I say to you, love your enemies that curse you, do good to them that hate you and persecute you. A song is God Will Make a Way by Shirley Caesar. And it says, God makes you wait so you may keep what I give you forevermore. And I resonate with this so heavy. I'm so grateful to see 2222. And hear that message from my angels and guardians, and they send me messages and signs in every moment. And I've just been learning patience, dude. And I've been learning, like, damn, I'm a little hostile when I can get impatient. Like, I'm a little stubborn and a little hard-headed when I can get impatient and things are just like, what the fuck is going on? Because I want to know what's going on, or at least this next fucking step forward. But I'm to the point where it's literally like step by fucking step. They're like, go here and I'll let you know when you get there. I go there, pray about it, I pray about it, boom, they let me know. Or they're like, do this and then I'll let you, and then boom, it's not even and then I'll let you, it's like, do this, I go do that. Sit with it, I go sit with it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, move forward. Oh, what's next? Move forward. Well, where are we going? Move forward. Oh my god. So it's been very testing of the faith, of the patience, and just trust. But I'm here and they're holding us up so far. So that's that, man. Also, guys, it's been 24 it's officially been 20 guys, it's officially been 24 hours that I'm in the same clothes. I haven't had a shower in 24 hours. I've been traveling all day and night, and I have a trash bag full of dirty clothes. I have one more pair of clean clothes left. So yeah, I brush my teeth in a bus station, I wash my face in a bus station, and I use the bathroom in a bus station, and we're here, being it, doing it. So yeah, it never lasts too long, though. It never lasts too long. So I love you guys. And there's one more thing that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is a note that I have, and it was literally from 2019. And it was from a care buddy. So a care buddy, when I was working at the homeless shelter, a care buddy is like a partner of yours that supports you and checks in with you, make sure you're doing okay, because we're working at a homeless shelter. So we just wanted to check in with each other, like mentally and spiritually, just to make sure we're okay, and making sure, because we're like therapists and counselors, that somebody is also checking in with us. So my care buddy from 2019, she gave me this saying, and throughout time I literally broke down a multiple of meanings in this saying. But it says, you are assigned this mountain to show others it can be moved. And I'm like, oh my god, like literally, you are assigned this mountain to show others it can be moved. Like, that's a whole meaning and definition and a whole story in itself, right? But then I also noticed that she capitalized the M and the C, and I'm an MC. I'm an MC. Like, I'm a literal speaker. I'm an MC. And then years later, I realized the mountain is yourself. Like you doing your healing work, you going on your spiritual journey, you trusting yourself, you surrendering, you going through your shadows, like you are the mountain. And you fucking climbed all the way to the top, and now it's time for us to climb down so we can teach others. But yeah, I hope this video helped y'all. I love y'all. I'm so proud of you. My name is Chelsea. I'm the CHamorro Medicine Woman, and my main intention is to shine light on the medicine that is already inside of you. Grandmother wants you to know that you are not alone. You are so loved. Your inner child wants you to know that even though it doesn't look like it, your higher self wants you to know that even though it doesn't feel like it, you are right on track. You are right on path. So keep on going. You are not alone. All right. I love y'all.